Hey everybody, and what's up? Welcome back to the channel. We have some more 40K for you guys today as we're adding on to our Marines. And of course, just as a good, solid all-around unit, what better thing to pick up than the Primaris Intercessors here. So these are just the basic ones, no plasma or anything else that's super fancy here. Again, your basic set here, 10 of them. And just to take a quick peek at the back, so we can kind of see what's going on there. So a couple weapon variants that we do get there, which we'll talk about once we get things open up for you guys. But just to give you guys a quick overview of what they will or what they could look like, I guess, if you were going ultras. But anyway, we'll get this open for you guys. We'll get everything sorted, and we'll take a look at the contents. Alrighty guys, got everything opened up here for you. So what all do we get? Of course, pack of bases, nothing special to talk about there. Of course, the new 32 mil size there. Our wonderful Ultramarine sheet of transfers, which again, great for Ultramarines. On the instructions, of course, since these are not necessarily multi-pose kits anymore, since that's not really what GW's been doing, but they do, or they have like snuck in, different weapon variants basically within the same squad now. So, while you might say, they're quite minor in that sense, whether like the gun has a scope on it or not is like creating a whole new profile and stuff like that now. So that's a newer thing in recent times here. But anyway, so of course you'll get a pretty good job on your build options and all that as they walk you through it. Definitely something GW has, I feel like, improved quality wise. I guess if that's a big thing with their instructions over the years, and kind of by necessity here, just because again you can't really just pick whatever parts you want and put them together anymore. Again, that went out the window more or less with the when they still had like the multi-pose thing. So now everything's kind of like in a set pose. You just pick some slight options here and there. So anyway, but gives you some different looks here, and again, slightly different weapon profiles, and again with a little bit of a different look here. So whether you have like more of a heavier rifle, scope for range, things like that. If you're focusing on quantity of shots or strength or penetrating power here, so you got again a couple different options, and of course the new intercessor, or not, I shouldn't say new, but just the intercessor stat line, of course. So with the sergeant there, so you have all that fun stuff as reference. So you have a little bit. If you didn't have the book handy, you'd certainly have like an idea of like what you're building basically. Just albeit without points costs, of course. So on to the good stuff though, and that is that wonderful plastic. So basically 4 sprues packed into the box here, and as pretty much every GW kit in recent memory, certainly again across the board, upping just overall quality and just look of pretty much most kits. But and that also means there really is no such thing as like wasted space on sprues anymore. As you can see, these things are loaded down. There's just a ton of stuff, so sometimes that is a little bit disconcerting, when you're first starting out with these kits. It's like, oh my god, where do I start? What am I looking at? But again, you kind of do have to go along with the directions. Nowadays, it's unless you just have these things down and memorized. Again, certain things will fit certain bodies and arms and all that fun stuff. So, but and that's not a knock. That's just a real thing here for building these. But anyway, taking a closer look. So this sprue basically focuses more on, or has like a lot of the shoulder pads and stuff like that. But again, all of them have bits and pieces of the legs, arms, and torsos. And again, all the extra accessories here, various pouches, grenades, and all that stuff. So again, GW's definitely been doing, again, a great job overall on detail here. And let's get one of these out of the background for you guys here, and kind of just focus in on some of these details. So again, you get 2 of each sprue, and we'll flip this bad boy over here in just a second for you guys as well, just so you have an idea of what both sides of this will look like. And again, you get different head options there, so if you want to go uncovered or not, all up to you. And again, you'll end up with a fair few leftovers, of course, because you're not going to really use everything up with all the different gun variations that there are and stuff like that. And you're probably not going to put every last little pouch and knife and everything on the kits, but hey, or on the models, but hey, some people do, and that's perfectly fine. So anyway, tons of stuff is what we're trying to get at on each of these frames, so there's a lot there. Now looking at the other frame, or sprue, so again, still more arms and stuff like that. Here we have a lot of the gun bits, basically, and like pistol holsters and stuff like that. So again, kind of just scrolling through for you guys here, or panning through. And again, more gun arms and mostly legs, it seems like, here with a few backpacks and stuff. And again, a lot of the gun assemblies, parts here as well. So again, for the like the long range option here with the scope and stuff like that, the heavier magazine on some of them. So just lots and lots of things to consider here. Some extra shield things here to go on them, and grenade and other accessory pouches and stuff here too. So yeah, and again, you get 2 of each of these sprues. So it's going to be basically you're building like 2 5-man groups here, because it's going to be the same bodies, same things like that. So in that sense, you'll have like 2 of each guy, but obviously you're going to potentially put some other. You'll have your sergeant, right? So they'll be different. Unless if you're specifically, I guess, building 2 5-man squads, I think you can pull that off here. But realistically, probably pulling like one big squad together here. So you'll have your 1 sergeant, and then for the other, when you repeat yourself after the first 5, you can go a different route there. And there are some options there, of course, so that you can field a full 10-man group there. And again, just lots and lots and lots of stuff here. So best thing I found, honestly, at least on my end, so again, kind of being a little bit not new to the game by any means, but sort of coming back to it a little bit after not having paid attention for a little while, and obviously COVID and stuff. So with these newer kits, again, we're mainly like our big collections, Astra Militarum, which we will show off in some upcoming videos as well, which is just at a ridiculous points level. But anyway, coming back to these new kits, the Marines, again, there's just so much going on here, so it's just helpful to kind of go in ahead of time, plan what you're going to want to get out of this kit. As far as the various variations and stuff like that, and then just stay focused and work on building your kit. It's almost in some ways, I think I was kind of alluding to that earlier, just like first starting out on these, it's almost fatiguing to just look at like just all the stuff on the sprue and think like, man, how long is this really going to take to build these things now? So again, in contrast to older kits where you basically could clip off any set of legs, torsos, and arms more or less, and get things to work on a kit. Now against much more very specific process that you do have to follow here. So in that sense, that's kind of what we're getting at. But anyway, overall fantastic kit. Again, can't really go wrong with some intercessors in your force. So we've already done an older unboxing here on the Hellblasters, so having some of those. And then at some point in the future here, we'll get the heavy intercessors in too, and kind of just keep building up our Dark Angels. Just getting up to around 2,000 or so points, and then we'll start getting some games in and stuff for you guys there. So basically just painting and assembling as we go, just so we don't have a whole bunch of piles of gray plastic sitting around, and not something we're gonna show you guys on like a battle report or anything. So nothing unpainted there. But anyway, let us know your thoughts, guys, on the intercessors, where they're at in your various Marine armies. Again, don't imagine everybody watching is playing Dark Angels, but let us know your flavor of Marine, what you what loadout you're putting your intercessors at, squad sizes, all that fun stuff. How many intercessors, if any, are you running in your Marine lists? Where do you find they work well, and where do you think they struggle right now, especially with the recent FAQ changes and all that. So again, lots and lots of things to consider and reconsider as the game wears on. So hit us up in the comments, guys. Drop a like as well. Hit that subscribe. That just helps us continue on and keeps motivated and helps us grow, so we can keep bringing you guys more stuff. And then we will see you in the next one. We have a couple more Dark Angels kits that we're going to get open for you guys as we again make our progress here and kind of just take it step by step. So hope you guys enjoyed the look here, and we'll see you in the next one.